showed up today. I'm not sure how I feel. And I don't want to cry. The older you get, the more teary. There's not a medical thing for that. Like when you're young and your heart is strong, like, what is it? When you're now old, everything just touches you a little bit different. Right. So it's a profound honor to stand here with you today. I'm fed up with this story moment. And I call it his story because this is the first of many who are making, we're literally making history. We will all remember this moment as the first children advocating national mental health conference, how we all started. Then I got I'm sure I'm going to cry it. Nobody will forget who did it. This is only Shola Akensi. He helped me give her a round of applause, the director of Muslim Studies Study of Faith. She's one of the people who made me crazy not because I mean, like, I need a little bit of prickly to actually realize something like this. You won't be more. So thank you very much, ma'am. You're very welcome. And yeah, it's a moment that lasts in window for us in Nigeria and Africa, at Haven, because we've been under the radar for 5 years. We've been doing our thing. For 5 years, I've been running support groups, helping and help clients, supporting moms in the United States, in Canada, and the UK. And one day I woke up and I said, this is such a shame. This is a disgrace. You are in Nigeria living in Nigeria. That's why you never see me anywhere because I walk across time zones. And I woke up one day and I said, this is crazy. Like, there's moms in Nigeria, and then, but I got used to Mega being at the back end of everything. I just showed up at work on my computer in my room. They took care of everything else. So it's comfort zone. I loved it. I still love it. I'm not even going to lie. Another time behind my screen, I'll be watching everybody else. Hi, Dr. What do you have? That's my living comfort place, but I'm here still out of the world. And nobody has beaten me yet, so it's safe to be out of the world. All right. So yeah, and you're here to witness this first historical moment. And I want to thank everybody for living there. Everything they have to do today to consider this important enough to talk about. I am very grateful. That phrase, breaking the silence, is not poetic. It sounds good, but it's not. It's really a promise. It's a promise that from today forward, we will no longer whisper about maternal mental health in the shadows. I have come out of my shadow. I encourage everyone else to do the same. I will bring it boldly to the light where it belongs because the issues bothering maternal mental health, they're real. They're very real. We've showed you snippets of Out of the Darkness. Dr. Bonju, as a psychiatrist, has spoken extensively about experiences that she has seen and felt. If you listen very well, you know that she's not speaking academically. She was speaking from a place of one-on-one knowledge. My sister, Auntie Shola, has also spoken extensively about the things she has seen in her over 30 years of nursing practice. So much is going on, but so little is being said. And this is the heart of this event today. So if you've seen the movie by my dear sister and friend, Stella Kwaji, the one we're showing snippet earlier, and did Nimu, we're like, is it that? Because I went for the premiere, we're like, sorry, is it really real? We think it was over exaggerated. We think the scenes were overacted. Well, I'm happy to tell you that I am 1 in 5. And Dr. Bonibola even gave us more bad news. It's not 1 in 5 anymore. It's now 1 in 4. So I am 1 in 4. And I know that it's real. Very, very real. And it is worth seeing. It's an amazing project, and she has done very well in breaking the silence. So let me ask you something. How many of you know a mom who has struggled silently after childbirth? Just talk about it. Or you yourselves, probably. Of course, Dr. Waji has seen a mom struggle. Pediatricians, by the way, they are the ones that keep up with the slacks. So we go to the OBGYNs, we look happy, can't wait to go back home, and then there is your what's the first appointment? 2 weeks apart, all those weekly appointments. And pediatricians are picking up the slacks. They are our therapists. My pediatrician was my therapist. He picked up all the slacks to make me sit down. I went to like a smaller office somewhere in VI. I abandoned the big place and we'll sit down for hours and I'll come out feeling better. She talk about work because I'm that kind of person. I love work. We talk about work, we talk about organizational, trying to tell me how I'm adding weight, what's what it's doing. That's therapy. So those are the kinds of help we need. And pediatricians are really, really, really MVP on that side. Now, when it's around about us for pediatricians. So, okay, so yeah, so we've all seen someone who is drowning, and let's talk about thing about the not talk about enough thing as the new fathers. They go through their own thing, and postpartum depression, anxiety, and all those kind of things. They look different in men than they do for women, and that makes it even so much harder. It looks like they're angry all the time. It looks like they're edgy. It looks like normal men things, but they're really going through quite a bit. And we're here also for the men as well. So, the woman was me, sitting on the floor of my bedroom one day, holding my beautiful baby, trying to see emotions and nothing, having extreme intrusive thoughts. I had that. I cannot share with you this morning. Empty to the governor because I'm doing my very hand. How many hands live this town? Which is deeply emotionally. We've also another person who stands with that allergy or sense in nothing. And made me believe, got me to a great place that, I'm bed, So she's part of the brain behind this. There's a round of applause for Mrs. She's except the governor on is great as I promise you on climate change. Thank you very much. So all of these things that Dr. Bonjo has described was me. And our collective weight is our collective story in Nigeria. That's why we celebrate the strength of motherhood. We've been blind to the silent struggles while we're celebrating the strength of motherhood. I've had women call me to say, oh, my baby looks yellow. And when we're having naming ceremony, can't see. You go and hug your guests, carry that child to the hospital, please. And she called me back at 11 p.m. to say the doctor said that she had not brought the baby. That baby would not have been. She was going to wait till the following day. And those are some of the things that we celebrate. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. We're Africans. That's our superpower. That's what the Ongos I work with envy the most about us. Like celebration. But are we missing the real things that we need to be focusing on? Are we focusing on them enough? At table advocacy, we've held too many hands of women who were told it's just stress. Pray. Adura do side eye to somebody. Um, this, this is what motherhood feels like. It's normal. Okay. Say no more. No. We will listen to women, we will validate how they feel. At PSI, we always say that how you feel is valid. Even if the world is crashing down, it is crashing down. And we're here to hold the crash so that it doesn't fall on all of us. But we're gathering here, our gathering here is more than just a summit, it's an act of revolution. We're here because science tells us that maternal mental health is the foundation of well-being, is the foundation of family well-being. Our faith teaches us to bear one another's burdens. Our humanity demands that we stop losing mothers to preventable pain. Look around us wrong. So the healthcare providers ready to transform care, the policymakers, they're all here poised to create change. Employers and HR are my dear sister. The HR Mogumu has been here all day. And the parents who are brave enough to share their stories. And you, all of you who say, your presence here says, I'm ready to be part of the solution. And that makes me so happy. It makes me feel less secure. I'm in my house, there, my computer. I always feel like I'm doing Nigeria that care. When we talk about others. There is done so I didn't know I walked into our office or the other I look over there because I'm always done literally waking up from my bed and I'm just always dressed comfortable. And then her face just lit up. I was expecting to say, come back, come and sing, you may come. Her face lit up. Like, please, let me take you to Dr. Dia. And Dr. Dia said, go and write this data. This is going to work. I'm like, I'm just saying before you I did not write the data, but you're right. Thank you, Dr. Dia and Dr. Waji, for being one of the first responders to healing advocacy. All right, so this is not just healing advocacy's work, it's Nigeria's work. From Lagos to Sokoto, clean corridors, public workflows, government offices to family compounds, we all have a work to do. And before we begin our sessions, I want you to do something. Place your hand on your heart and feel that heartbeat. That's the beginning of the life that we're fighting for. We are fighting for our lives, our children's lives, our mothers' lives. The new dawn is here. My friends have a Yoruba proverb that I cannot even see. So I'm going to skip it. What it is, the coolness makes the calabash, and the gentleness makes the tree. Today, we bring gentle, cooling balm to maternal mental health, not with shouting, but with steadfast commitment, but with listening, with paying attention, with the work that we do at Haven Advocacy, tireless work that we do at Haven Advocacy. And I want to acknowledge my husband, Fidelis Adewale. Everybody does think somewhere behind, I wait. I'm a very, very, I know I took James Lambert. I know I'm very gentle and mean, but I can't play. You know, ask people. I first say because my brain doesn't really work like most students do. And I remember when I started this, so people like, "Michelle, what was that you triggered?" And I will explain it. I'll say, "Oh, okay, put it down. That's a good idea." 2 weeks later, I'm like, "Hey, this eating or something." And they blame you. Like, hey, you're not anything. That is a fantastic idea. Nobody else is doing it. 1 month, hey, you little thing, little shame, gone. He's always kidding. But, but he's extremely supportive. He's also one of the people that makes me believe, oh, like, I put it down. Oh, never heard anyone doing it. So he also gives me wings to fly. Whether I understand it or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Oh, so can you, he doesn't care. Come, do your thing. I let him be. All right. So, welcome to the beginning of change. Welcome to your role in Nigeria's maternal mental health revolution. Yes.